Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're back in the lab cooking up, you know what I mean? Back here. Izzy's back. No more fleas. So shout out to her. You know, she had to go through her little detox situation. But anyway, we're moving straight on into the Darrell Brooks saga. Now, somebody had told me that I did not finish the interrogation and I meant to go back. But there's a little snippet in there where he talks about Erika and basically how he got to the Waukesha area. And it's a wild one because he tells lie after lie, tries to come off as, as just a normal guy, just a cool individual that you guys accidentally, arrested. It's going to be really interesting to see him interact with these two men compared to how he interacts with people in court. Because as we all know, it's mainly women who proceed over his court hearing. You know, the judge is a woman, the prosecutor's a woman, the secondary prosecutor's a woman. There's women everywhere. One more thing before we continue. Link in the description. Check out my Patreon. And go check out my Instagram. We're over here popping off. My Instagram is almost at 200 people. So go check out the Instagram and the Patreon. Of course, going crazy. We just uploaded like 2-3 new videos up there. We're at almost 45 members, you guys. Man, just wait until you see the studio upgrades. It's going to be lit. But anyways, let's go into it.
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
The person in that room in the red t-shirt with the mask partially covering their face, longer braided appearing hair, is Darrell Edward Brooks. The same individual sitting to my left in the suit, jacket, shorter hair, and surgical mask.
Okay. And the other two people depicted here?
I just need to point out, bro, those dreads were fake. How much of a square do you need to be? Like, okay, no hate to the people who get the little, the lock extensions or whatever. But bro, this man could have grown it himself. What is he doing? Lazy. Look at his shit. The more I look at it, the more I'm starting to notice that it's not real. Shit looks like a messed up weave.
The person, as you would look to the screen to the left, is myself, and on the right is Detective Ben Stern.
So again, going to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to play it, but not with sound, until 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Okay. So it now is at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. If we can play until 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Hang the metal pieces on the little machine thing that comes around. They take them. The pieces go through like this little steamer type machine thing, and then they paint it, and then they come back around, and we just take them off the hook and just put them in the box, load them up, put them back on the truck. It was 4 on, 3 off, so that was more ideal because
that's a great schedule.
I mostly have my children the back half of the week.
Sure.
But since all this, I've been having them every day. So it's like,
How old are your kids?
my son is grown. My oldest daughter is 14, and my youngest daughter is 7.
You said your oldest son's grown. How old is he?
He's 18.
They all live with you then in Milwaukee?
Well, my son doesn't.
Your son doesn't?
My son doesn't. But.
Okay. All right.
So initially, what were you speaking with Mr. Brooks about when he was describing doing something with metal?
Objection, leading, and I do not consent to being called that name.
Overruled as to both objections. The witness may answer.
Just about work, Mr. Brooks was explaining a job he had prior. He indicated he was laid off due to the pandemic.
Oh, yeah, the deadbeat dad shit. And the whole thing like, oh, yeah, I got my kids with me every day. I got my kids with me. He's already trying to make Erika look bad, Ever since the incident, I got my kids every day. Yeah, so what? The mom, the mom's not taking care of him either. This dude has a vendetta against this woman. I don't know what she did to him. I don't know what happened, but man, he's got it out for her. And this whole bullshit about, work. Come on now. That's just things people say about what they used to do. Like, if you're laid off and you don't have a job, then, sometimes it's understandable. Find another one. But this dude, you could tell he got laid off, probably got fired, and he ain't looking for no job. He's talking about the past days. Oh yeah, I used to twist the metal and throw him on the truck. You know, that schedule is ideal. That schedule is ideal because I can see my kids. Man, you're not looking for no job. Deadbeat, bro. Fucking deadbeat.
So it was just general conversation about his work history.
And he talked about his kids. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And his two youngest kids, who did he say they lived with?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness
Objection,
may answer.
relevancy.
Mr. Brooks was indicating they were living with him. However, the investigation showed that not to be the case. Of the two daughters, one lives down in Georgia in the Atlanta area and the other lives in Iowa.
Geez, so you're saying these two children live with you and they're in different separate states. Atlanta, Georgia, Iowa? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You know you don't got them kids. He really thought that he could just bullshit this, make his baby mama look bad because he's thinking in his head he's in this cell because of the disturbance, because of him, you know, boxing with his baby mama a little bit. But now it's kind of like, bro, you're putting yourself in a bind. You're lying your ass off. They're going to find this out. Like,
Now directing your attention to 14 minutes and 15 seconds into the interview, and I'd be playing that until 15 minutes and 48 seconds into the interview.
Go ahead.
But not on your college set. I gotta read it, okay? And I know you've heard it before, so you kind of understand that. Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have any questions before I start for me?
Only thing I want to know is, what in the heck am I being charged with anything?
Well, she's making some, like I said, alleged allegations against you, kind of, you know, for being.
See. What is he asking that question for? He knows that he did two illegal things today. You know, he killed a bunch of people driving through them in a parade. That's number one. But number two is he knows that he was beating his girlfriend up. I mean, beating her up. Her face was swole. I mean, if I was her, I would have did something foul to that man by now. But anyway, he's trying to figure out, without a doubt, that this is about Erika. If it's about Erika, his ex, his baby mama, he'll be like, whew, all right, we can handle that. Nobody knows about my parade shenanigans. But if he hears anything about the parade, then he knows he's in for deeper shit. I feel like right now he's kind of comfortable. You know, he's on his toes. He's like, all right, we don't know what we're here for. If it's about Erika, we're good. Praying that it's about Erika. Guess what, buddy? It's not about Erika.
Physical. So that's what, you know, if that's BS, that's what I'm looking to hear from you. Okay?
Total BS.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, we couldn't track her down, so that's kind of where we're at. It's this typical back and forth stuff that guys like you go through with their baby mama all the time. And they're all, you know, there's a lot of guys out there in your spot, you know. And a lot of times, you know, maybe it's not always fair to them, but that's kind of what
I
I'm
wish they
trying to
had a
figure out.
law to where people can, if you do that shit, you should get in trouble.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, why? You shouldn't be able to just be like, oh, I'm pissed off, so I'm going to call and do this.
Yep. I agree.
Like, why would you put me in that situation and then you know we're going to end up being together anyway? Why would you do that?
Trying to judge that credibility.
Yeah, and that's total BS. So that's what I'm.
Nah, that bullshit, like, yeah, and you just know we're going to be together anyway. Nah, that's that toxicity, baby. That's that little drip of toxicity in the water, man. Get the fuck up out of there. But of course, he's the instigator. He's the one that wants these problems. So of course, you're going to be right there with me anyway, because he wants to tear her down and just keep her, you know, on the wayside whenever you need her.
That's why we're sitting in here with you, to try to sift through the BS, if that's what we got, and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, remember, this whole thing is over $100 for a case that he needed to finish paying bond for. I think they got him for bail hopping, right? He was supposed to finish paying off the bond. She didn't want to give him $100. But guess what? Here's the kicker. The case was about him and her, him abusing her. But she was supposed to give him that $100 for bail. Bro, if you don't get your broke, sorry ass up out of here, this is the type of person who kind of just wastes tax dollars. You think of a waste? He's the embodiment of waste. The embodiment, I promise you.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking girl, man. I said this last night too, didn't I? She get drunk and remember I kept saying that she fucking acts a fool and I'm the one that pays for it.
Yep.
Can you tell the jury a little bit about this clip?
So in this clip here, I'm just explaining to Mr. Brooks the background of the domestic abuse allegations that, you know, officers had received from Erika Peterson, and that I was looking to get basically clarity on that, his side of the story on that, have him help me understand what aspects of it may or may not be true, and just walk me through what had occurred between the two of them.
Again, although we're approximately 15 minutes into the interview, have you mentioned anything about the parade incident or any victims?
Objection. The
Overruled. The witness may answer.
I had not said anything about that at this point.
And why was that?
So what I wanted to do with this interview, as I stated in my earlier testimony, I wanted to start with the smaller things and get to the bigger things. The parade incident with the injuries of the individuals and the loss of life was obviously very serious. Part of what I believe as an investigator is very important is gauging credibility into the interview. And one of the ways you do that is you need to be careful. Obviously, at some point, if I'm going to take Mr. Brooks to jail, I have to tell him what he's being charged with. But I want to be very careful in giving too much information early on so that I'm not leading him, so that I'm not giving him the opportunity based on information to create lies. I want to see how he reacts to things to help me gauge whether he's being truthful. And I found starting with the smaller aspect and seeing how truthful he was with that could help lead me into the more serious allegations.
Yep. So, like, he's creating, like, a whole textbook on that person in terms of how they react to being truthful or not. You start with small things, what? The person is more likely to respond truthfully, right? Like, oh, did you actually steal a quarter from out of the kitchen? I was looking for it. Oh, yeah, you know, I took it. I bought some shit with it. My bad. And then you kind of move it up to, oh, you know, also, like, your family's trust fund. I noticed that $50,000 is missing. Obviously, we're not going to jump from the quarter to 50,000, but you get to see how someone reacts truthfully. Then after that, you take it to a bigger thing to where they may not want to react truthfully, and you'll be able to see a difference. Because, you know, everybody is different. Everybody lies differently. And we won't know that until we see how they respond truthfully, you know, to compare that shit. So, I mean, you know, brilliant detective, doing his thing, shiny ass head. You'd love to see it.
See if he was going to be truthful about those things as well.
Now, as I watched the snippet of the video that we showed, at one point you had indicated, you know, guys like you get into these kind of situations with girls like that, or something to that effect. Do you recall that interaction in this video?
Yes, I do.
What do you mean by that? Or what were you trying to establish by making that statement?
Again, as I had stated in my earlier testimony, part of what I believe is important is simply building a rapport with an individual. Again, you always have with any individual in any interrogation, there's the natural barrier that can occur with them seeing you as a law enforcement officer. I've been doing this job for 18 years.
18 years of investigation, people become just a pattern to you at that point, because I'm pretty sure there's like, what, 20 strong types of people around the world, and they just start to repeat. It's like, I feel like I start meeting copies of people. Do you ever feel like that? Like you start meeting copies of people you met in high school, or you meet copies of people you met on a job, you know? It's like, damn, you're literally the same person. I don't believe in I'm not deep into all the science and all that shit, but I do believe that there are clear personalities that the world just kind of recycles and puts back into people with slight variation. So if you're able to, you know, distinguish the big 20, you know, the big 20, the big 15 different core personalities that you see around the world from time to time, then it'll be easy. You know what I mean? 18 years, everybody's just a pattern to this guy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's your pattern. That's the type of person you probably are. You know, you could be wrong, but most of the times, you know, stereotypes exist for a reason.
Not intended on any way on my part to suggest to Mr. Brooks that everything his girlfriend was saying was a lie. I just wanted him to feel comfortable telling me the truth, whatever that truth was, man to man or person to person, human being to human being.
Lying.
Directing your attention to 30 minutes and 26 seconds and playing this clip until 40 minutes and 30 seconds.
He is tensing the fuck out of his jaw. What has got this guy pissed off this morning? I mean, you are testifying on this crazy trial, but dang, my boy, tensing that jaw. All you see is, like, who's pissing you off, homie? Like,
let's do that now.
Objection.
Shut the fuck up,
Wasn't
bro.
it just said we was 15 minutes in the interview? Why is it playing from 30 minutes?
Dude, you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking dumbass, bro. They're hopping around.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled again. That's 30-26.
No
You said?
shit. It's
30-26 to 40-30.
with that ugly ass 100% blow tattoo. Look at the W on that shit. This shit don't even. You see, I know he's a dumbass because I'm pretty sure you can't even get certain tattoo artists to tattoo shit like that. If I was a tattoo artist, I'd be like, boy, if you don't get your bitch ass out my tattoo parlor, boy, with your dumbass tattoo ideas, all your tattoos look ugly. Get the fuck out.
To 40-30.
No. What brought you to Waukesha yesterday? How did you get out here?
I was meeting up with a friend to watch the Packer game.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I was out here.
Where did you go to watch the game?
To a friend named Stephanie.
Her house, a bar, or
A house.
Now, this is the whole part where his story starts to fall apart because his whole thing is he went to watch a game with a friend named Stephanie. But, hey, you can't. A friend drove him out there. He can't say the friend's name. He don't know where the address is. Like, yeah, now shit's starting to fall apart. And now is when I think they're going to start to introduce the parade situation.
I don't mean to make you uncomfortable or anything, but what's the address there? What's
I have no idea about Waukesha. I don't know the streets.
What was it near? I know you had to see something near it. So what was it near?
Like a gas station?
Have you been to the house before?
No.
Never before?
No. No.
What's Stephanie's last name?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
When did you guys set this up?
Maybe a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a few friends. I have a few friends in Milwaukee that have people out here, so
Okay.
it's not, I don't, like I said last night, I don't know the streets in Waukesha. It's not where I usually hang out at, so I couldn't say, well.
You see what he's trying to do? He's trying to distance himself as much as possible. I don't know nothing about Waukesha. Never go there. I only have a few friends there. I was there. I was in Waukesha, but I don't know nothing about it. I don't know no streets. I'm just with the friends. I don't know her last name, officer. Can you believe that shit? We're friends and I don't know their last name. Shit, now that I think about it. What is one of my friends? See, there's a difference between coworkers and friends, though. I know all my friends' last names. And most of my coworkers, I know their last names because they become friends. But, like, you don't know your friend's last name? Get the fuck out of here.
This street, and this, I couldn't.
All right.
Stephanie, like a friend of yours or like a friend of a friend?
A friend of a friend, mutual friend.
And what did you say her last name was?
I have no idea.
How long have you known her?
That was my first time meeting her.
Oh, God.
So,
How did you get the number to know the house to go to?
a friend.
So,
Yeah, see, how'd you get the number then? A friend. Like, man, if he's lying, like if y'all ain't seen the worst liars out here on this channel, I'd say it's probably Alex Murdaugh, and right behind him is Darrell Brooks, because you guys suck.
No idea.
how long have you known her?
That was my first time meeting her.
First time meeting her.
So,
How did you get the number to know the house to go to?
a friend.
So, how did you get to her house?
My friend. I went with my
Okay.
friend.
Okay, who's that?
My friend, I don't really want to say his name. I don't know if that's going to incriminate him in anything. So,
Okay, so let's go with this. How did you come? I know you saw Erika yesterday in Waukesha because we talked to her. Now, I don't know everything that went on, and I'm not saying I believe everything she told the other officers. How did you come to meet with her in Waukesha, one? And two, you say you don't know Waukesha, but where did you meet her? A gas station, a park? I know you met her. Where did you meet her? What happened yesterday?
Yeah,
because if this is BS, like you say, and I know you...
He kind of gave him a little hint, a gas station, a park, wink, wink. Brooks, you want to say anything to us? A park, maybe? No? Okay.
You met her. What happened? What happened when you met her? Where did you meet her? Let's start with that.
By a gas station.
Okay.
I don't know what I was supposed to be getting some money from her.
There it goes.
Okay. For what?
It was the rest of my money that she had of mine that she was holding for me.
No. See that. Now, the deeper story is that she had $100 for him to help him pay his little bail money. Boy, man, I'd smack this man so hard. He is a waste, guys. A waste man. You want to know what a waste man is? No, it's not the guy who picks up the garbage, outside in the garbage truck. Nah, he's actually a real man. Now, a waste man is somebody who isn't good for shit. And that's what Darrell Brooks is. Complete waste. Mama has to take care of him. Girlfriend got to take care of him. Imagine having that existence, y'all. Having a bunch of ladies take care of your 30, 40-year-old ass. Bro, that is crazy, man. Man, don't even give me no girl. I would be too ashamed. I couldn't even get no girl. Fuck all that. I'll stay celibate. I'm not trying to pass on these bitch-ass genes. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You mean to tell me you ain't got no job for 6 months, bro? And again, shit could be tough, right? But I know this fool wasn't looking for no job. 100% he wasn't looking for a job.
Okay, how much?
It was supposed to be $350.
Okay. And why did she have it? Why was she holding it?
She had been holding it for me for a few weeks now. But like I said, I hadn't seen her. She had seen
right.
Mom
What was she holding? Why did she have it? Why was she holding it for you?
She was just holding it for me because I told her to hold it for me. But it didn't have anything to do with, this was weeks ago. She had been holding the money. And because I had no contact with her, I couldn't tell her. And my mom wasn't going to let her come to the house to bring it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, look, man, if I'm going to be out there, I'll meet up with you and get the money, but I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not having sex with you. And she was just like, oh, you want to kill? I'm like, I'm not finna do none of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be around you. I get that. I understand that. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not supposed to be around you. I love you to death, man. You're my baby mama. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be like a hangout thing. I told her, I'm like,
nah, see, we're not even talking. We don't even give a fuck if you're hanging out or nothing, bro. We just want to know where you met her. The end. We know you laid hands on her. There's video evidence. I'm sure he doesn't know about that. It's a school. They have cameras at schools, guys. Okay? Number one. Number two, you said you met at a gas station. Come on now. You're just lying, bro. He, of all people, should know. He's had run-ins with the police before. He, of all people, should know that they have more information that they're leading on. You should shut the hell up, get a lawyer. But no, I love that he didn't. Continue talking.
Out here.
Screaming.
Oh, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And I'm like, look, I'll meet up with you to get the money and, give you a hug or whatever. But she was like, well, gee, I need something. I'm like, no, we can't do it all that. I'm not going to have sex with you. I'm not going to hang out with you.
All right. So you told her you weren't going to do any of that stuff.
No.
How did you set the meeting up? Did you talk to her on the phone, Facebook Messenger, text message?
I talked to her.
I don't think she said anything about that. So just, if she's BS, how did you
yeah, because
arrange the meeting with her?
This is what she does.
Hold on one second. Hold on, one thing at a time. How did you set the meeting with her? How do I verify?
That's what I'm saying. If she can't get in touch with me, that's what she'll do. She'll go to social medias and do all this and try to talk to people and all this and that. I got in contact with her through a mutual friend that we both know. And I was like, okay, tell her I'm out in Waukesha or whatever, and I'll meet up with her to get the money. And Then she put us on the call. And she was just like, where you at?
Three-way call?
Yeah. And she was just like, where you at? I'm like, look, I don't know where I'm at. Do you still got that money? She's like, yeah, I want to give you the money and I want to do this and do that. I'm like, no, I'm not finna hang out with you. I'm gonna meet up with you, get the money, give you a hug and kiss. We'll talk later.
It started from I'm gonna get the money, then it went to I'm gonna get the money, I'm gonna give you a hug or something, I'm gonna get out of here. Now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the money, I'm gonna give you a hug, I'm gonna give you a kiss. Next, I'm gonna beat you across the fucking face because I don't have enough money. Yo, that shit is crazy. Y'all told me it was $100. He said it was $350. Either way, that's broke man mentality right there. That's broke man energy. My guy, go work a part-time for 2 days and go pay your shit. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Be a man.
Was it still daylight?
It was still daylight. It was still daylight.
So after the fact.
This was, I think the game was still on.
Yeah, it was on. So
The game was still on.
left Stephanie's to go.
Yep. Game was still on. So I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I want to see you. I ain't seen you in like a month. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to lie and say, man, that's my baby mama. I love this woman.
Oh, you love her?
But I can't hang out with you. I can't do anything with you, you know, that type of thing, deal, and whatever the case may be. But, yeah, that.
And this is on your cell phone? The three-way call, obviously, is your cell phone because you're not home, right?
My friend's phone.
Friend's phone.
Yeah.
But yesterday, so do you have
See,
your
and
phone?
the cop is trying to flip him up and switch him up and mess him up because he was like, oh, and you said, so this was your phone? He knows it was, Darrell Brooks said it was his friend's phone. The cop remembers that. He's been doing this shit for 18 years. He's trying to make him slip up. Oh, yeah, so my phone and blah, blah, blah. Any mistake that he makes right now, the detective is going to come back around. They do their initial sweep. They let you say your bullshit. Then they come back around and they say, oh, this is wrong. 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 And then they get you caught up.
No. That's what I'm saying. No.
So who is the friend whose phone you were using to talk to her on a three-way call?
I don't want to say his name because I don't want to.
Involved.
Okay, so you saw her, though, right? You met up with her. Okay. So how did the conversation with her end?
With me walking off and her being pissed off that I didn't want to hang out with her. I said, look, I'm not supposed to be around you. I'm gone.
Okay.
When she
Whose
said,
car did you use to get out
she
here?
said I didn't have a car.
No, whose car did you use to get to Waukesha?
My friend is the one that said he was gonna go hang out and watch the Packer game. I said I'm gonna go with.
Okay. Whose car did you use to get out to Waukesha?
I didn't use anybody's car.
They're looking for anything that says red Jeep. What did he use? It was a red Ford, not Jeep. Anything that's, oh, yeah, we were driving a red, lock him up. Because they're looking for a red Ford Escape, right? They know it's him. There's so many eyewitnesses corroborating as we speak right now. There's people confirming. There's videos being surfaced, all types of shit. So right now in current time, they're just trying to make sure without a shadow of a doubt this is him, So what car did you guys use? And what friend? You notice this friend is a ghost, right? It's the one person in the story who doesn't exist. It seems like it seems like a ghost we're talking about.
Where does your friend live?
My friend lives in Milwaukee.
So you didn't walk to Waukesha. Whose car did you guys use?
My friend. I just said my
What
friend.
type of car did you have? I'm just trying to figure out how you got here.
Yeah, I know, but it seemed like you trying to.
I would have said Honda Civic, 09. There's a million of those. Honda Civic. Yep, that's what he was driving. 09. Yes, sir. Specifically a 09 or a 13. They're everywhere.
Like, spin me up or something. Like,
I'm just asking how you got here. Whose car did you drive out here?
Silver
I
Honda
didn't drive
Civic.
at all.
Whose car did you come out here in?
My friend.
Okay, right. What kind of car is it? So here's the thing, Darrell.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Obviously, she's coming at us. I told her she's talking about some domestic-related issues, okay? And I don't know if she's on BS. I don't know if she's not.
I'm telling you.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. I don't want you to get...
Yeah, because
Hold on, let me finish. I don't entirely know all that, okay? I'm just right now trying to figure out how you got out here. So, I got to step out with my partner for a minute. Just relax. I want you to get you all nervous, okay? But, you know, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but I don't think when you meet her out in Waukesha, and you're not from Waukesha, I think a reasonable question is to ask, how did you get out here?
Yeah.
Whether you drove, someone else drove, and if so, when you got out here, what type of car you were in. So just every hour or so, my boss, he knows we're out here. I just got to call him, say, yeah, we're talking. I'll call you back later. Just got to step out, throw in a line with him, and we'll come back. Just chill out here, enjoy your soda. We'll be right back. All right? Sound good?
I love how he pointed out, and you know, just stand here, enjoy your soda. You know, enjoy your last freedom drink. You know, enjoy your soda. That should be the title of the thumbnail. I swear.
So we done talking or?
No. Come back. Just chill out, and we'll be back. I
You just
want
gotta
to
make
make
that
back in that cell. I just got to make that call.
That check-in call.
All right?
In the middle of the conversation?
Well, do you want to tell me about the car?
Just go another couple minutes.
Yeah, but I'm
I mean, I got to call him. I can come back, but I just...
listen, I'm willing to listen, Carpenter. You been straight up with me. You been straight up with me.
Listen, Carpenter. Detective Carpenter. Yo, it's funny how they're just playing with him. I doubt he's even going to call his boss. They're probably going outside to smoke a cigarette. Like, all right, I'm getting tired of this asshole. Let's go smoke a ciggy real quick. Put some pressure on him.
Right? All I'm saying is I just want to know what I'm looking at and if I can just notify my girls. That's it. I don't have a problem with talking to you guys at all. I just want to know what am I looking at. That's
told you
it.
at the start, she called about some domestic abuse related stuff. Now, I didn't talk to her myself. I told you that at the start. You said she was crazy. We talked about
Y'all know that. Y'all talked to the woman.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I apologize. You talk.
Other officers that we listened to the interview.
Slow down, Darrell.
Did she look beat up? Did she look like, dude?
Darrell.
Like, come on.
I like how he pointed out she looked beat up. Yeah, because you beat her up. What are we talking about? You thought she came there beat up? This man is about to change and be like, yeah, she gets into fights all the time. That's why she was all beat up, huh? She running into your fist, bro. Like,
Come on now, man.
Slow down, dude. All right? We can't explain it to you if you keep talking over us. You know what I'm saying? All right? I didn't
ugly
talk
ass
to her.
dreads.
I didn't see her. Okay? Now, that, and then she makes this complaint when she gets you back.
Yeah, and it's
in
like,
the
why
legal
do you
system.
do this to me? And I promise you, my right hand to God Almighty on the throne with Jesus next to his side.
I've never heard that one. God Almighty on the throne with Jesus next to his side. Who else? With the angel Gabriel on the right side. Like, where are we going with this, Brooks? Like,
The woman is going to sit up there and say, I was drunk, I was mad, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, now I got to go through everything just for you to do that. Why did you do this to me?
So you think she's gonna come back to us?
So we saw some motions with his arms during this clip. Would that be an accurate statement?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Could you explain to the jury what you observed?
So I observed Mr. Brooks move his arms to his side, above his head. His right arm almost fully above his head at points. Quite frankly, showing that arm seemed to have full range of motion.
oh shit, I forgot about that. That's where we're gonna end this shit. I don't know if y'all remember the beginning of the interview. He was like, but y'all fucked my shoulder up though. No, I'm sure there's damage. No, I am sure there's damage. Okay, let's go look at the damage real fast. I love it.
I promise you, my right hand to God.
My right injured hand to God. I didn't even notice that shit. That is crazy. You know what I mean? Terrible liar. Shitty liar. He's such a dumbass, y'all. But that was pretty much the Darrell Brooks in interrogation about his girlfriend, man. About his baby mama, we should say, because that is not his girlfriend. But that just gives you more clarity to how he behaves with men around. You notice how docile he is, how tamed he is. And then when he's in the courtroom, he's like, oh, you better not. You can't talk to me like that. He's a whole new person. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed that shit. We will be right back with more content tomorrow. I love y'all. Stay inside. Stay safe. Man, a bunch of my videos have been getting paused by YouTube. So if I'm going a little slower, it's not that I'm not pumping out content. I'm still recording the same way. Just waiting on that YouTube, baby. So anyways, y'all, love y'all. I'm out.